present Outlook 2013 to you guys and some of the basic functionality with it. By now you guys should have an Outlook icon just like this on your desktop. And when you open that icon, you will have Outlook open up on your computer. You guys are using a Outlook Microsoft Exchange email system platform, which means all your email that is in Outlook syncs up with the email server on the internet. So when you delete a message on your computer here, it deletes it off of the main system. You can access your Outlook from either the icon on your desktop or through the Office 365 web portal. The address is mail.office365.com. So Office has changed a little bit in the recent years. Microsoft has developed what's called ribbons. They're these large bars that go across the top of the screen here. They've basically replaced the File, Edit, and other buttons or menus that were up at the top. You can access the different ribbons by clicking on these tabs at the top here. They'll give you different ways to change views and things of that nature. You can minimize folder lists, do all kinds of different things, bring up reminder windows, things of that nature. Folder options, you can create new folders and things like that, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Send and receive. Exchange actually automatically sends and receives. As long as it says connected down at the bottom here, you'll be able to send and receive all your emails. So you don't have to click send and receive. That doesn't really do anything. The main one we're going to be focusing on is the Home ribbon. This has all of your main functions like new email, reply, forward messages, team email, creating rules, things of that nature. The first item I'm going to show you guys is actually how to set up your signature. So if you click on File right here at the top, it brings this control panel up, and you can actually go into Options, which will bring up this window which has all of your Outlook options. Where we're going to want to go to is the Mail options. This controls all of the mail functionality, such as stationery and fonts, obviously signatures, so this is where we want to go right here. And I set up just a basic signature with nothing crazy in it. So just put admin person, a phone number, an extension, and maybe an address. Whatever information you want to put in there, you can. You can change the fonts, make it bold, italic, just like in Word, Microsoft Word, that everyone's used to. You can adjust all those settings however you feel like. You can also insert a logo or a picture by clicking on this button right here. And I don't really have any logos to put in there, but I'm just gonna put a picture of some penguins here. I'm gonna insert that, and that'll be my logo for the demo here. Takes up a lot of room, but so I'm just gonna delete it. But when you put it in, you can adjust the size however you want and move it around and things of that nature. So I'm actually just going to delete it, so I don't have a big picture in there. What you want to make sure that you do is assign your signature to new messages and replies and forwards, so it'll automatically show up when you hit new message. If you don't want it to automatically show up when you do a new message, you hit none, and same for replies or forwards. You can insert it into the email manually if you prefer, but in this case I'm just going to do automatic. So you hit OK, you hit OK there, and so when you hit new message, your signature will automatically be inserted into the email that you want to send out. The next thing that some people might need to know is the out-of-office automatic replies. If you plan on going out of town, or if you don't necessarily have access to your email, but you want to make sure that people are aware that you're out of town, you can set your out-of-office replies or automatic replies under the File menu here under Automatic Replies. So you can send automatic replies. This turns it on, this turns it off. So if you want to turn it on, you click this, and you can set it during specific times. So if you only want it to start, let's say tomorrow at 7 a.m. and you want it to end, let's say Monday morning at, you come in at 8, we'll just do 7:30. So it'll start tomorrow at 7. So any message that comes in after 7 a.m. starting tomorrow, Thursday, going all the way through Monday at 7:30 a.m., the people will get an automatic reply with the message that you type in here. So you'll type in a message here, change the font, however you want it to look. That is, on this tab, it's for only people inside Bays or inside your organization, and this is for everyone who's outside of Bays. So if you can customize them depending on if you want it to say a certain thing versus say a different thing for people inside or outside the office. I'm going to go ahead and turn it automatic replies off. Click OK. Go back. So for email, to create a new message, as we saw earlier, you just click on New Message right here, and brings up a new message. And again, with the ribbons, each window will have its own set of ribbons. You can insert pictures, attach files, insert your signature by manually if you hadn't done that automatically. You can insert calendar items, business cards, and do all kinds of things in the Word or in the email editor. When you click here, it activates a ton of new items here. You can put in shapes, charts, screenshots, all kinds of things. Symbols that are not necessarily on your keyboard, things of that nature. Options are these are some good tools here for if you want to request a receipt when the email has been delivered to the specific person or people that you're sending it to. And you can even do request a read receipt, which means it sends you a message back saying that they've read the email. You can delay the delivery to a specific time, change colors, themes, all kinds of different options here that you can play with. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm just going to show you some of the basic ones. Text formatting, this is where you change your font sizes, colors, underlining. Just like in Microsoft Word, you can adjust all those things. Spell check is actually under review. You can run spell check on your whole email message, make sure it's correct in the way you want it. And so that's how you send a message or create a new message. To send a message to people inside your organization, there's what's called a global address list. And to access that, you'll click To, and by default, it brings up the global address list right here. So this should have the list of every contact in the organization. So you can just click on this person's name here, or if you hold down Control, you can select multiple people, and you can click either the carbon copy or the blind carbon copy button, depending on how you want to send the message. Carbon copy just sends a copy to the specific person in that list. Blind carbon copy actually sends a copy without letting these people know that you've sent the copy to that person in the blind carbon copy list. They won't see it show up in the list of recipients. So when you click OK, it should have all these people that I'm going to send an email to. I'm not actually going to send an email, but we're just setting it up. Here's the subject field, so you'll put, I'm just going to put test email, my message to the office staff. And you can type out your message just like you would in any other email system. When you're ready to send, you hit the send button, and the email will be on its way and delivered to the people in the lists above here. Managing folders. Outlook is a great tool to organize your emails and store emails in different places. You have different folders. Drafts are where emails that you're currently working on that you may not be finished with, if you hit save, they'll be placed in the drafts folder. Sent items will be all the messages that you sent out. Deleted items are emails that you've deleted. Junk email is obviously spam and things of that nature. Outbox is a folder that lists all the emails that are on their way out. So if you have an email that you sent with a fairly large attachment, it may sit in the outbox for a little while. And sometimes they can get stuck, and if it doesn't go out, or if you're having trouble sending an email, you may want to check and see what's in the outbox and see what's not going out. You may have to resend it or delete a message to let the other ones go through. So back to the inbox. This is obviously where all your email comes in. And what I'm actually going to do is create my own folders. You can create folders underneath the inbox. You can create folders underneath the main box. I usually like to put them under the inbox. So I'm going to call it storage folder, or you can call it the name of a client or a particular person that you want to store all their emails. However you want to name it, you can name it. These are customizable folders that you can put your names on and do with how you please. I'm just going to call this one folder 1. And obviously there's nothing in there, but you can move items by dragging them into the folder that you want, or you can right click and you can move, and some of the folders that you created will be listed here. And if it's not listed here, you can click copy to folder, and a full list of all of your folders and where they're located is here. So if I want to move it to folder 1, I can click folder 1 and hit OK. And that particular message will be copied to that folder. for safekeeping or whatever you want to do with it. So that's folders. Some people may want to share specific folders with other people in the organization. You can do that by clicking on the specific folder that you want to share. It will share the items that are in the folder. If you click on that particular folder and go to Properties and Permissions, you'll see a list of people in here. I don't have anyone. These are the default ones that you want to keep. You want to leave those alone. But if you want to give read or write access or specific permissions to view items in your folder and people with people in your organization, you can. You just click on Add. You select the person that you want to share the folder with, or multiple people, again by holding the Control button down and selecting those individual people. You click OK. That person is now in the list, but you can see they don't have any permissions. They have some predefined permissions here, which give full access or limited access, or they're just predefined, or you can customize them however you want. If you want them to be able to create items or create more folders underneath, edit their own documents, edit your documents, become the owner, visible, all kinds of different options. If you want full control, I would just hit owner, and then that gives them full range on that particular folder on your email box. So that's how you share folders with people. Not everyone has to do that. That's just an option or one of the features that Outlook gives you that other email systems don't. Spam messages. We all know spam is a big thing these days, and it's kind of hard to prevent spam from coming in. If you do get spam messages that come in, you can adjust some of your settings. If you get a spam message that comes in, and I'm just going to pretend this is a spam message even though it's not, what you can do is down here there's a junk option, and you actually want to turn on your filtering, because I think by default it's not turned on. It should say no automatic filtering. I would start at the low option. That'll detect most of the spam and put them in here. Of course, some people will get trapped in there, and if they say, oh, I sent you an email and, oh, I haven't gotten it. Well, it's more than likely in your junk email folder, so look in there and see if you can find that particular message that you're looking for. If there's a message that you have here that's a spam message, you can actually make it a spam message. You can block the sender, or never block the sender. If that particular person always goes into your junk mail, you can make it so that they don't go in there anymore. So that's how you can adjust spam settings to help combat spam problems. Some nifty features in Outlook are some rules and alerts for messages that come in, things of that nature. When a message comes in, you can have it automatically do things for you with rules. And to access rules, you click on the Home tab here, and you slide over to where it says Rules here. And you can create a rule based off of this message, or messages that are similar to this one. So I'm just going to do a basic rule with with this message right here, and it says, it gives you some, it pulls up this wizard here and gives you some options. So for example, when I get an email with all the selected conditions, so I'm going to say from Marissa, I want it to play a certain sound, or I want it to display alert down at the bottom when it comes in, or you can even have it move automatically into specific folders that we created earlier. So every message that comes in from Marissa will automatically go into folder 1. There's some more advanced rules with all kinds of conditions, and the wizard actually, if you just read out the message at the bottom, will guide you through what that specific action is going to do. So apply this rule after the message arrives from Marissa, move it to the folder 1, which is that folder, and you can actually click on these and change those specific actions to what you want. You can have it do all kinds of, do all kinds of things based on the conditions. The step 1 is obviously all the different conditions that it has. If it has specific words in the subject line, or if it's sent to you or multiple people, or if it was flagged with certain things, or if it has specific words in the email, you can do all kinds of different things with it. The next thing would be the action that you want it to do. You can have it delete. You can move a copy of it to a specific person or a folder. You can forward it to people. You can even have it automatically print out. Not that you want to print things, but it's wasting paper. There's just a ton of options that you can do with the rules here. I'm just going to have it move emails from Marissa into folder 1. So I click next. Then there's exceptions. Again, these are more options that you can drill down to specific, so the rule will do specific actions for you. I'm not going to do any of those. My rule is just a very simple rule. And then you can name the rule at the end. I'm just going to leave it like that. And you can run it on the messages that are already in the inbox here, which I'm going to do right now. So when I hit finish, this should run the rule and move all the messages from Marissa into folder 1. And it's processing, you can see down at the bottom. Now if I go to folder 1, all of the messages from Marissa are now in folder 1. So that can help organize and automatically clean up your inbox and help you stay organized with your email. All of the folders that you create here are accessible through the Outlook web app. You can create folders in the Outlook web app, and they will reflect right in here. The Outlook web app doesn't have all of the features that Outlook has. It's more of a minimal set of features, but you can access your email box from anywhere, any computer, using the web app. So if you're not at your base computer, if you don't have access to it, you can use someone else's computer and get access to your email that way. Flagging emails. This kind of falls in line with the rules and alerts. You'll get an email with maybe something that you need to do, or you need to be reminded of doing later on today or tomorrow or next week or in a month. You can actually flag the email for follow-up with today, or you can even add a reminder which will remind you that you need to address that email or address that particular issue, so you don't forget. You can do obviously a custom date and specific, select a specific day that you want to be reminded of readdressing that issue, and it can even pop up a reminder with a sound on your computer to remind you to take care of that. When you flag it, there will be a little flag that colors right here, and when your reminders window comes up, it'll be listed on there for you. Deleting emails is very simple. You can select the email, and on your keyboard, we all have the delete key, and you can press the delete key and it'll delete the email. You can also just click on the little X that's on every email right here, and that'll delete it also. If you don't want to use the delete key, I like to use the delete key. It's a little bit easier. So that's it for email. Outlook comes with a wonderful calendar. To access the calendar, you go down to the bottom here, and you can switch between mail, calendar, and contacts and tasks. We're actually going to go to the calendar right here and pull up the calendar. I don't have anything listed on this particular calendar, but this is my calendar, and you can actually create a new appointment or manage your appointments. I'm just going to create a basic one here. Appointments are just for you, basically. They're just items in your calendar that are related to just you. So you do pick up the kids from school, whatever you want to put in there, the location, the date and time of that particular appointment. You can set reminders to remind you, I want to be reminded 1 hour before the meeting or 5 minutes before the meeting, things of that nature. You can have it show that you're out of the office, busy, that you might make other appointments along with this one, if they overlap, things like that. This shows up on your, for other people when they try to schedule meetings with you, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute here. So I'm just going to put busy for this one. We'll do 10 to 12, save and close. So here's the appointment or calendar item that I put in my calendar here, and obviously I set the reminder for I don't remember if I set an hour ago, which it pops up in the alerts window and lets me know, that appointment is overdue now, or I need to go take care of that, I guess. If you want to set up a meeting with other people, you can do that as well. You click on the day that you want to do it. You set up a new meeting request. And you can actually invite other people to the specific meeting. I'm just going to select a few people here. I'm going to do required, optional, things like that. Click OK. And you can actually click on the scheduling assistant, which should pull up. Here we go. This actually pulls up information from other people's calendar. It doesn't display the specific information that's in there, so it's private, but it shows that those people may not be available during certain times, so you can actually create your meeting within certain windows to avoid scheduling problems. So if not everyone can make it, or if you're trying to find a common time that everyone can be in the meeting together, then you can use the scheduling assistant right up here to help you do that. You can set up reoccurring meetings, so you can do it daily, weekly, monthly. So if you want to set up a meeting that happens every month or every day, you can adjust those options in here. Again, with the reminders, you can be reminded an hour before, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, however you want to do. Same options there. You can insert attachments if there's a specific item that everyone needs to have, a Word document or anything like that for the meeting. You can attach the file that way. So that's how you can do that. This is obviously the same thing as an email. You can put your message in here and address your coworkers that way. Then when you're ready, you hit send, and the meeting goes off, and everyone can reply or with a yes or no. They can't make the meeting, things like that. So I'm actually not going to send that out. I'm going to do that. If you want to share your calendar, it's very similar to the way that we shared the folders. You can actually right-click on, this is your calendar right here. You can actually create multiple calendars. So if you don't want people to see your main calendar, you can create a separate calendar. I think they let you, maybe Office 365 doesn't let you create a new calendar. Oh, new calendar. Okay, here we go. Do other calendar. So you can create another calendar and put other items in there and share that specific calendar with people. I'm just going to work with this particular calendar here. If you don't want to use this calendar, you can delete that calendar and away it goes. Again, to share the calendar, you go to you click on the calendar, the specific one you want to share. You click Properties. Actually, there's a new function now up in the ribbon, the Share Calendar, and this will bring up a window just like this. And you can select to and address it to other individuals in the organization you want to send or share your calendar with. You can do limited details, full details, so they can see what is actually in the calendar, or you can just do availability only, or limited details, which just shows the subject of the calendar. You can also request to view all of the other people that you're sending the your calendar information or shared calendar information to. So if you want to see their calendars, you can do that. They'll show up under other calendars here. You'll see their names, and you click on them, and you can see your coworkers' calendars that way. Contacts, managing your contacts. If you click on the little people sign down here, this will give you your contact list. I don't have any contacts in here, but I'm going to go ahead and create a few. So I'm going to, in contacts, you can click New Contact, and it will bring up a window just like this. Coworker, I'm not going to put any names here. Bays, Florida. Actually, we'll just do Bays. I'll just do Bays. You can fill out all their information, put their email. Some user at Bays, Florida, or yahoo.com. You can that'll display their name, some more information, phone numbers, whether it's a business phone number. You can adjust the options for those numbers there. Particular notes about the contact, maybe some specific items that you want to include in there that may not fit in the categories. You can can do that. So you can, when you're done with that particular contact, you can save it and close it, and it'll show up right here with all the information that you have for them. You can access these contacts when you create a new message by clicking on the To button here. By default, you'll have the global address list, but you can actually, under your name, your email address, you'll have contacts here, which will give you your list of all your contacts in your email. So you can, again, click To, carbon copy, blind carbon copy, hit OK, and their email will automatically go in there for you. So that's how you use your contacts, your personal contacts, and the global contacts in creating a new message there. As far as sharing your contacts, again, it's the same thing. You can click on Share Contacts here, and you send it to specific people that you want to share those contacts with, and you can request to see their contacts as well. And you hit send, and the message will go off and automatically configure that for you, and you'll see other people's contacts listed below here. You can forward contacts to other coworkers. You can create mail merges. You can do all kinds of different things. These actually just change the view of how you want to view your contacts. So if you want to view them like this, or if you want to view them in a list with almost like an Excel spreadsheet type format, you can do that. There's more options that you can view there. You can create new folders underneath. And just put personal contacts. So if you want to separate your personal from business, you can do that. You can delete those folders as well, same as the calendar. And that's about it for contacts. It's pretty simple. Tasks are a nice little feature. If they help you organize things that you need to do, so like a to-do list, or to help you stay on track with certain things that you may do on a weekly basis or be reminded of. So you can create new tasks up here by clicking New Task. It'll bring up this window here. We can put something in like make a report for something, whatever you want to do. You can have it reoccur weekly or daily. However you want to set the reoccurrence, you can do that. If it's a reoccurring task that you need to do, you can set importance levels, things of that nature, and priority levels. You can even set the percentage of completion. So if let's say you've done some of it, you can put 50%, maybe put some notes on what you've done. Then you know you're almost done with that particular task. I'm just going to save this one and close it. So it's going to put that in my task list, and I know that I have to make a report for someone. You can also assign tasks to coworkers if you want to. So a particular task that I'm working on here, I can actually assign the task by right-clicking on it and clicking on Assign Task. And just like an email, click on To and assign it to specific people. And they will get the task in their email, and it will go into their task list, and they can adjust the options and send those updates to your list, and keep you informed on what's going on with those tasks. It's a nice little feature to have. When you're done with the task, you can mark it complete, and it will go away from your to-do list, and it will bar it out here in your task list, and it's marked completed, and you know that you've taken care of that task. So it helps with trying to keep you organized and things like that. So that's about it with Outlook. If you have any questions, if you give us a call, we can help you with those specific questions and answer you as best as possible. So thank you guys for joining the Outlook training here, and hope everything goes well with you. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.